Hello guys, this is Khar and I want to welcome you back to another video of mine. In this video I want to show you how I would transform this light blue row into a custom infected or corrupted mask. And the materials I will use you can see in the picture already. To prepare the mask I will just use some matte black paint, spray paint. I use the brand Monix. I don't know if it's an exclusively German brand or not, but it does the job very, very well. I just need a couple of layers and yeah, it dries really, really fast. However, I will not include the spraying process in this video, as I'm sure anybody knows so far how you should spray paint stuff, like thin layers. Always let it dry before the next layer, and yeah, that's basically how you do it. And this is something that I use to spray paint masks. Actually, you can use just a Technic piece like this, for example, to put a mask on there. I prefer something like this to be able to hold the mask and spray it from every side. To really cover up all the surface evenly. So yeah, that might be useful to you, so you can just do that as well. It really helps me. But yeah, next step is dealing with the painted mask. As you can see here, it is fully black painted, and I can even scratch it with a fingernail. It doesn't even have a clear coat on yet. But the paint is very, very stable and very durable. And the next thing I want to do is get a small glass of water. Doesn't have to be this small, but it'll do the job. And a very small brush. And for the rust and infected kind of look, I use two acrylic colors. One is brown, just called dark brown, and orange. You can of course also use the colors that are used for, you know, painting the Warhammer tabletop figures and stuff. But acrylic paint does the job, especially if you include a clear coating at the end. So yeah, I will use this stand again to put the mask on there. And oh yeah, what I forgot, you definitely need some paper towels. So I just went ahead and got me some paper towels. Now, I don't know if you've ever worked with acrylic paint before, but there's a couple of things you should definitely pay attention to. Because if you stick the brush in, got a little paint on there, you cannot let the paint dry in the brush. You always have to always wash it out in the water after using it, and make sure there is no paint left in the brush itself, and then you can let it dry. Because if you let it dry with the color inside the brush or on the brush, you might as well throw it away because it will be unusable after that. Also, don't get that paint on your clothes. You will never get it out again. So, what I do for this mask, I will start with some orange paint, get some on my brush, put some away on the paper towel, and I'll start with probably the eye, just like under the eye, applying some orange paint. That might be a little thin actually, so I'll just take some more. Yeah, that's really bright. So take some away from the brush and just cover up some surface with it. If you want, you can make it look like tears. I'll just make it look like some fluid was running out of the eye hole and in the mask, and well, cause the metal of the mask to rust. So yeah, this is one area, and I'll wait until it's dry, and then I'll apply the next layer of orange paint. Alright, looks like it's dry now. I got me some extra light because it's really kind of hard to show the progress on a mask this dark, because I'm still filming all of it with my phone. And yeah, I'm getting just a little bit of paint on my brush and putting some away on the paper towel, so I don't have too much left. And I'm gonna start from above. Apply some more paint. That'll be enough, I guess. Make sure it gets everywhere. I will not cover the whole surface of all the paint that I used in the first layer. Actually, from layer to layer, I'm covering less surface. So yeah, that the top part will be the most orange one, and then on the bottom of that there will be slightly less orange, more brownish. Even though I'm still not using the brown color, I'm gonna use that in a minute. For now, I want to show you the effect with only the orange color, and I'm doing another spot in a minute with the brown and orange color. Alright, so that part now looks like it's done. Keep in mind I only used the orange color on here, and as the next spot of kind of rust, I will use the brown color first. Okay, so just like a moment ago, I applied a first layer of paint, which is still not dry, so I'm waiting for it to dry, and then apply another brown layer, which will not cover all of the surface that the first layer covers. And after the two brown layers, then I will start with the orange layers. Alright, so as you can see, the second brown layer is almost dried, and that means I can in a minute begin with the first orange layer. Now the reason I'm doing the thing with first the brown layers and only orange is just to show you the differences, so you can compare it and just see for yourself which one you like better. Alright, I've just applied the first orange layer, and I want you to keep in mind to use very little color, so it has to be a very thin layer. Maybe even mix or use a very wet brush, so you've mixed some small amount of water into the acrylic paint, so you can thin the paint and make the layer even more thin. Okay, so 2 orange layers later, it looks like this, and at this point the mask is done. Now you can put on a clear coat if you want to, because otherwise you might scratch off the paint, because it's just acrylic paint. But yeah, here you can see, decide for yourself if you like the 3 orange layers more, or the 2 brown one with 3 orange ones. And yeah, that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon. Goodbye.